Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Liquor rewind. Why I gotta choose. Followed by a grin. She said, "Pile on in." Welcome back to Mostly Bullshit Podcast. We have a great guest today. We have Noah Edge. If you haven't heard of him, the music is absolutely fantastic. This guy puts in work. He has nothing but banger after banger. Great production, and he loves the music. That's the biggest part. He's not doing it for the money. He's doing it for the culture.
Yeah, for real. That is big time true because these streams ain't paying a lot.
Yeah, we pretty much do it the same. It's like kind of an excuse to have a night out with the boys.
I know, right? Right, for real.
Yeah, I think it's like our equivalent of like playing with toys when we were kids. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go over to my friend's house and do a podcast.
Yeah, yeah, well, it's a lot of fun, man. And it's a lot of fun to do stuff like that.
And I can tell like right off the rip that you've come up in the same like age as we did. You're a '90s hip hop guy. Your style, your flow, and your reverence for the stuff that came before is apparent through and through.
Yeah.
It's so like I don't know. Obviously, I want to know like because you do rap. Obviously, you could kind of tell some of your influences, but I like the R&B side. What are some of your like R&B influences?
See, that's the thing, man. Like, I really like songs like "Hey Girl" and like my R&B album and stuff. Like, I really like it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of amazing like R&B people. You know, like Chris Brown. Just a lot of really amazing people. But it's kind of interesting because like I kind of have a weird niche style. I mean, I don't know if you could really, I mean, it's not good for me to say it about myself, but it's kind of like, I don't know if you could say like this artist sounds like Noah Edge R&B style or something, you know?
Yeah, I think, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I think we brought you up. I had seen you like multiple times on like Instagram and stuff. And
Yeah.
I brought you up, and they were like, "Oh shit, Kid Gets Nice," and we like were calling each other for like 3 weeks, like kept playing songs for each other, and we're like, "Dude, this kid's nice." And then you kept going up with like followers and followers, and we were like, "You know what? I think we were like one of the first followers to begin." But yeah, you're like Dim the Lights. Like I love that whole album, that like R&B style, and you're like art and stuff that comes along with it. I mean, you put in work. It's really cool.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm always really working hard on it.
Yeah, and you can tell it's something that you love. It's like not even a hot. Like, how did it start off for you? Was it before the pandemic, or do you really went full force during the pandemic?
Well, I actually started like I started doing music when I was like a young kid, you know what I'm saying? Like I started off like, you know, playing the guitar and all that,
Hell yeah.
you know, and you know, playing the guitar like amateur rock bands, nothing serious. And then I was always good at writing. So I was like, man, I can really write like really well, man. That's cool. And I would always write like rock music, like it would rhyme all the time. So it was like I was writing rap lyrics, but like for rock and roll or something. And then in 2017, I went through like a big life change. Like I was in a relationship for like 8 or 9 years. And you know that ended in a terrible way. It ended in you know, she was cheating and stuff, but whatever. And so I started writing all the time as like a form of therapy. And I'm like, man, I got to start like putting this to music. Like I got to start doing something with this. And I actually wrote "Bury Me in the Leaves of Appalachia" just like hanging out in my car in front of a gas station.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a banger though.
I actually said like earlier, I was like, dude, this kid's so nice. You like, I hope my ex works out. I hope she wakes up, has a great life, and works out. Like everybody else would have been like, usually like the rap MO is to be like trashing some girl that you went out with before. You're like, the best for you.
Now I really do, man. I want the best for like everybody that's ever been in my life because you were either a blessing or a lesson.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
like
That's
that.
cool.
Either way, it's good. Yeah, either way, it's good. You know.
You can tell you came up from the same cloth as us, as like, single CDs or like listening to that one CD all the way through, because you have a different style on like a lot of your songs. We were just listening to a song. You sound like Too Short.
I feel like every single album sounds totally different.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's so amazing because that's what I was really going for. It's like every single album is so different that it's like there's something for everybody.
And as far as like, is it crazy to you that was it a flat line for a while and then boom, all of a sudden it was like a blow up because the Hey Girl has really come along for like a crazy spins.
Yeah, so I actually have radio play with Hey Girl.
Really?
Yeah, I actually have radio play.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Some
What?
spam person was calling me. And I'm like, what are y'all spamming me right now? I mean,
You didn't pay your
in an
credit
important
card.
in an important interview, man. But anyways, yeah, y'all. So I'm in
I'm
an
like, hold
important.
on.
I'm over
like-
here with the television, like but
I'm like, hold on, my wife's calling me.
yeah, like I'm like, hold on now, spam risk. I bet you that's important. No, but I'm so sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
sorry,
anyways, you guys. So Hey Girl's really cool. I got a lot of like radio play with it, a little bit at least, in like Texas, and that album's really going crazy. And it's like I was telling Slapmaster, who's like my manager, my best friend, the guy that makes my beats, mix and masters everything. Shout out to Slapmaster. If you need
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, shout out Slapmaster. His beats are off the hook.
no,
Who's the
if
other
you
one?
need
Danny
if
G,
you-
do the Danny G.
Yeah, no, yeah. Who's that? Yo, that's the other one. That's a Danny G beat.
oh yeah, Danny G's also really, really amazing. But I work with Slapmaster like every day. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's really, really close because he manages me too.
How'd you end up meeting him?
I just met him on the internet. Like, I was just doing my thing. Like my first song started blowing up and getting traction, and he hit me up and wanted me to use one of his beats. And at first I was like, oh, a million people hit me up and want me to use beats, and I'm kind of like just now stepping out and this and that. And he really told me, I haven't really ever said this before, but he really was like, hey man, look, I have, a really big discography, or really big, I've worked with a lot of people, really big resume. And I think it'd be really cool if you work with me. And I thought about it, and I started looking, and it's like he worked with like Bubba Sparks, Paul Wall, Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey like
That's crazy.
Dude worked with Baby Bash and some of the artists from Cypress Hill, and I was
Baby
really
Bash.
I was really in shock. I'm like, dang, dude, this dude really has like done amazing stuff. I'm like, man, I need to see about that. And so he and we got to talking a whole bunch, and he sort of realized that like I was kind of new to the industry in a way, as in like blowing up and dealing with that stuff. And he's like, hey, how do you feel if I manage you? And it's really started from there, and he does an awesome job. But speaking of Slapmaster, look, y'all, I think it's like February. Right now it is December 16th, right? I believe it's in February. Slapmaster's like second VST by Slapmaster's coming out in February, which is like an amazing virtual instrument. I believe is what it is. I don't really make beats too much, but yeah, check out his VST. It's super affordable, and it's like the most amazing product on the market.
Yeah, I see.
Have
It's
to
like
check it out.
it's like a whole drum pack.
Yeah, it's like amazing everything it has.
Yeah, his beats are definitely banging. Every one of your songs has a banging beat.
I always say every time I'm in my truck, I'm like, every single song knocks.
I personally like. I'm a big fan of The Plug and Pile On In.
Yeah.
You say your sister, yo man, can your sister come out? She got big tits and her ass poking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of the line in what do you call it, the Wolf of Wall Street, when he's like, "Where's your sister?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Tell her to come down and watch."
Yeah.
But yeah, your style is like, I think it's funny because one song you'll like be religious on, and then I was like, oh shit, this dude is a straight up kid. So what is your like? You kind of fly with the girls?
I kind of what now?
How you fly with the girls?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, some girls around town, they really like hanging out with me. This, and that. I mean, I'm a straight individual. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say this: I ain't got a problem with any community. I'm just saying I just so happen to be straight, and yeah, some of the girls, yeah, I mean, they give me some attention, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, at least you say that like you're not like the guy like, oh yeah, dude, all the girls like me, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you know, I think
Oh, here he goes.
I think well, no. I think a lot of them kind of realize that, like, hey, Noah may actually be going somewhere at some point.
Yeah,
you know?
what you saying? What's wrong? Like, it's not financial.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, they be thinking like, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like, as far as romance goes, like, I think you got to be real and definitely not lie to yourself. And
Well,
I
I think
feel
you're a
like,
genuine individual too. You can tell.
yeah,
Like, you're not.
well, yeah, I think kind of if I don't have like a girlfriend that's really serious before a lot of stuff starts happening, and a lot of stuff has started happening, then you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt and be like, yeah, if it wasn't for a blow up, or if it wasn't for a deal, or if it wasn't for this, and that, this girl would not, you know, be giving me attention. So I think you need to be real and not lie to yourself, you know, kind of like it is what it is. I mean, me as like a plus size man or whatever, like I'm like 350 pounds, even though I'm on a diet now, but it's kind of like, you got to keep it real, you know. You got to be like,
Yeah.
really. I mean, if no girls are giving you attention, and then all of a sudden you go viral, and they are, I mean, what do you think is going on, you know?
Well, I feel like you're a type of dude, you're like a gentleman. When you say something nasty in a song, you're like, sorry at the end.
Yeah. Well, you know, I try to keep it real. I mean, I think
Well, I feel like we're all like that kind of. We're like the regular middle. Like, we got a little game, but we're not the fucking best guy. We're not the quarterback.
Yeah, like, yeah, I can throw a touchdown pass sometimes.
Yeah.
Every once in a
Chubby guy,
while.
they throw it to him in like the Super Bowl.
Every once in a while, I throw a good pass, but not every time.
Yeah.
I heard in some of your songs, like your dad was an influence to you. Was your dad a musician?
No, my dad wasn't. My dad is like a really interesting case. So, like, the man has like 4 degrees from college, right?
Really?
He's got like two bachelors, a master's, and an associates or something, right? Or like 3 bachelors and a master's. It's like crazy. And he's actually a minister, right? And so's my mom. They're both licensed ordained ministers. And it's like, it's really interesting in this town because, you know, I'll be rapping about crazy stuff like, can your sister come? You know, can your sister come out? She got big tits and ass poking out. I'll be like,
your mom's like,
crazy.
oh, no.
Yeah, I like me doing crazy. I like me doing crazy stuff, and meanwhile, my dad preaches at this church in town, and it's like,
I mean, Sam Kinison was a priest. I think he was a preacher before he was a comedian too.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be like really, really honest. Like, I feel like I used to like rap and it'd be like really, really clean a lot of the time, but I started to realize that I'm kind of limiting my expression.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I'm limiting to not using certain words or not expressing myself to the fullest. And I think, you know, I know where my heart is at. So regardless of like what I'm necessarily saying is kind of like, you know, I'm able to express myself fuller by doing explicit stuff too, you know.
I feel like you're like an overall like musician. You switch up the style. You're not just like, you know, there's a new age that, like I said, we came up in the 90s, late 80s, and you heard these people like expressing themselves and moving into a new generation. And now it's all about the money more than the art, and you don't really know. And I'm not saying you can't go out and find the person. Look we found you.
Yeah.
You know, you can find the person that you really like, but you have to go out there. So when people say that like rap sucks today or like whatever, there is people out there. But I think as you get older, you expand to everything. I mean, you like a little bit of, sometimes I'll like listen to like, I don't know, like some Turkish shit, like to go to bed or something.
Yeah, I got some crazy shit on my iTunes.
And that's why I think,
yeah,
that's why I think it's crazy because it's like some of my fans that like are really, really Noah fans, they don't listen to rap like at all. Like there's this couple that's like super fans in this town, and they don't like rap music.
Well, you have like a little house thing going on in some of your
So what they're doing is they're listening to like my R&B stuff and like all that. It's really crazy. So I got something for everybody. So it's really, like I was saying.
I know you said you worked with like Tory Lanez too, because he's like that. He has a lot of like different genres, and all you talk to him, Tory Lanez, but he has like a lot of genres. He's a lot more like R&B
Yeah. Well, as far as Tory Lanez goes, he talks to me this, and that in a lot of my videos. We haven't officially done a project together, but I'm definitely open to it. I'd love to do that.
I was joking around a couple weeks ago because we've been listening to your stuff so heavy. I was like, Max B's out. I'm like, no, where Max B? Pile on in.
Yeah.
But we're like very excited because I mean, like, it's very rare that all three of your friends at this point at your age, like, all feel the same dude, like the music that he comes out with. When you grew up, like, Jesse's the guy that's like, no, he's not a good rapper. I like this underground rapper. Yeah. One guy in that group.
Yeah, I mean, I think like even though I got a little bit of radio play with Hey Girl, it's kind of like I think my music could very easily become mainstream, but I'm still like, what I'm saying, kind of underground in a way,
Absolutely.
Have you ever been driving down the road and heard your song come on the radio?
No, I actually haven't, man, and I think about that a lot. I'm like, man, if I ever hear it on the radio, because like I said, I got a little bit of radio play in like Texas. Like I'm on what is it called? Sound charts, sound charts, right? And that is like an analytic site where you can like see all the information about a particular artist. So if you're doing art, get you sound charts, pay like $10 a month and do it. And then check yourself out. Like, see what your own career is doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it knows stuff that there's just no way you can know. Like, for instance, you guys mentioned Dim the Lights. That song made it on the charts in Iceland. Iceland.
That's
Really?
wild.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. You can even see that.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Iceland's mostly green and
Yeah. I believe it was Iceland, and Hey Girl actually made it on the charts in the United States on the weekly and daily charts on like this radio station. They played it a little bit, and then Hey Girl, like I said, and then Bear Me in the Leaves of Appalachia and Paper Bag Money actually was like number 50 and 51 in Sweden.
Damn.
I could see that though for some reason because some rappers are just humongous overseas more than even like 50 Cent still goes on like tours over.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the videos of like Tony Yayo saying like, oh, I don't even know. He's like, I'm eating sea bass and Appalachia.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that out of my head. So growing up in that area, like I think it's like an offset area that we don't hear a lot about in music and stuff like that. So that was one of the things that definitely stood out. So what would you like to express to the listeners or something that don't know where you're from and what you represent?
I think, I would just, well, first off, I'd want people to know that, like, I grew up in Appalachia for like 20 years. So I talk a lot about the mountains. It's a really magical place. I think, I tried, especially with my Pile On In show, have a welcoming, open community where like everyone's accepted regardless of anything going on. Race, religion, ethnicity, like whatever you want to talk, sexual orientation, like it's an open place for everybody to hang out. I think a lot of people kind of limit and put barriers on their own career when they start like trying to be crazy and be like almost divisive and stuff with people,
Yeah, I think that people get too big for their britches and like can't like think that people care about their outlook. It's like, dude, we're all whatever. I don't need to hear a speech about you talking about you're also just a person too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I try to just keep it realistic and say like no matter what's going on or who you are, whatever, you can chill with me, or chill with whatever,
Yeah, you're like, but seriously though, bring your sister over here with her big titties.
He said, it's not my way home, but I'll change the route.
Yeah.
Line, dude, that's so dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some shit what's a shitter on a critter?
It's like it's an ass, man. It's some of that. But no,
Okay.
Oh, all right. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Shitter on a critter.
Like she was the pick of the litter. I'm telling you right now, there was a shitter on that critter.
Damn, I like it.
I wanted to know what that was for sure. And I know there's stuff like I lived in South Carolina for a little bit, and some people would say some stuff. I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah. Well, it's just like Hey Girl, and I've said this a million times, and I'm gonna say it a million more times before it's over. But you know how it says, "Come to the mountains and I'll grab you."
Yeah,
Well, grab you is like mountain terms. It means scoop you. So it's like after you get done with your doctor's appointment, I'll come grab you and we'll go eat at the Olive Garden. Or like
Yep.
after your airplane lands, I'll come grab you and we'll go over here and go shopping. It means scoop you basically.
yeah. What was the thing we thought it was? Some people were making it like that was like an alias of you, like the grabber from Black Phone.
Yeah. That was really crazy. I
Kinda
found
dope,
that out.
It's kinda dope, though.
Yeah.
Like I like it must be cool to be like, oh, Ghostface Killer. Like, holy moly.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's really cool. No, dude, I love everybody and all the fun we're having, and I like it in a way that like I take my music seriously, and it's not meant to be satire. But a lot of people turn it into that just for enjoyment, and I'm like, I always tell everybody that asks me, I'm like, man, I'm an entertainer, so if you come to laugh or whatever you're coming for, just come on, you know?
Hell yeah.
I do, but it's good though. Like I feel like there is that rapper all the time. Like, but you have like love for it. You could tell like, but your vocabulary is like heavy too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the things I'm like, does this kid have I can't even say it. Thesaurus out with him?
The theoretical dresser.
Dude, the theoretical dresser. We all have it. We all have a movie ticket. Some chick we brought to the movies or something. That like hit hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just kind of, and I write all my own stuff, and I really, you got to keep it real. I think being honest with yourself is big time in the industry. Like, there's been a few songs that like Slapmaster's been like, hey, use this bar instead of that bar. It fits better, or like I know the Starsy Rax disc, like he influenced that and worked with me heavily on the writing part. But for the most part, I write most of my own stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's just like a room. I feel like
sometimes
right now
you need
right
someone
now they
else's
say
opinion.
that like there'll be a room full of people. Like it is what it is. Like
You'd be
matter what,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you'd
band
be-
does that. You know.
Yeah, you'd be writing music. It'll be like a room full of your friends. Hey, say this, or hey, say that.
Yeah, because there's all that people that throw that line around like you have a ghostwriter. It's not like you hired somebody. You're just with your friends making fun.
Yeah. I definitely did not have a ghostwriter. Like, you got to remember, I met Slapmaster almost to the day a year ago.
You can tell your music is authentic to you. Like
Yeah. Like I
tell
met
that's
I
you.
met him a year ago. So it's like if you look at my career, I've released like 10 albums or something crazy. It's like I got 165 songs out. So
That's why
You got that like old school like mixtape mentality.
yeah, I just have a bunch of just put it out.
Right.
I feel like that's the best way to go about it too. Because I mean, it's not the same way it was back in the day when somebody puts an album out and you listen to it for 2 years. So you gotta keep it coming. You gotta get. It's all about like the clicks, unfortunately, but it is about that. Like, when you got it, you gotta flood the tapes with it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is really weird because I was like flooding everything before like anybody cared about anything. I have like 5 views on something and be like living my life like I'm already an Emmy nominee or something. like, oh yeah, man, 5 views. Y'all can't wait for the next album. Like, you got to be excited like that.
Oh yeah.
But you've been getting a lot more viewers. Like I noticed just on your live when you go the Pile On In show, you know what I mean?
Spotify too. Every time I look on Spotify, it keeps jumping like 200 or
Yes,
300
sir.
almost every couple days.
Yeah. I think on Instagram, which is like my most heavy social media, I think I looked at, okay, so like I said, today is December 16th, 2026. And as of today, I had 7 million views every 30 days.
Holy shit!
That's insane.
Yeah, as of today, I like 7,050,000 or 7,100,000 over the last 30 days.
Damn.
That's wild.
Now I'm sure that doesn't like pay the bills though.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like you got to understand, like, on one of my songs was You'll Never Take My Dream. I got 15 million streams on it. And
Crazy.
And because they're like Instagram and Facebook streams, from the research I've done, Facebook and Instagram don't pay a lot for the reels and stuff because they kind of fall under the clause of we're not a music streaming site, so we're not going to pay you anywhere near what they pay you because we're a social media.
Damn.
We're
That's
not
a
we're
lot.
not a music streaming site. So for like 15 million streams on Facebook and Instagram, they gave me like $8.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Damn, might as well just kept it at that point. What the
Yeah, they gave me like $8.
I mean, at least send me one of those like play buttons or something, plaques.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the big
and,
check.
then there's another problem. So I'm like, man, I went platinum, 15 million streams or whatever. Like I think it's kind of like 50 million streams. So every 150 streams, counts as like one unit. So that's at least 500,000 units. I at least went gold or something. I find out that because Facebook and Instagram are not a music streaming site, they do not count those for the RIAA.
Damn.
So I went platinum or gold or probably platinum, but I don't get the recognition for it because it wasn't on like Spotify.
Numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie.
That's crazy
Now,
too, because
that really sucks for me.
He
I'm
said
gonna
they
be
sent
honest
me
with you.
$8, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What the
your mom's like, you owe me $8.
fuck?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
great.
Has there been anything that yet? Because I know in like the day and age that we are, have you said anything on one of your songs that like somebody was offended by and reached out to you?
Well, I think a lot of my songs, everybody has their own opinions, but all they have to do is like get on the Pollen In show, say something about it, I'll clear it up, and everything's fine.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man. That's really cool.
You seem like a real genuine guy, you know what I mean?
That every night. It's like,
Yeah, pile on in.
Yeah.
What's your plan from here? Are you excited of I know the last song came out last week or the week before.
Yeah.
What is there something coming up exciting? Are you gonna start doing like live shows and stuff?
Well, I kind of do live shows every once in a while. I'll do a live show. It's really weird because this town I live in, Tuscaloosa, because I lived in Appalachia for like 20 years and moved here for a little bit, and they don't support rap music in this town. So it's kind of like, you see me, they do like cover bands or rock and roll or country.
Roll Tide, baby.
Yeah, so it's kind of like nobody, like the only place to let me get a show is like one place, and it's like, so I'm definitely gonna have to do other things, and all that. But I don't know. I like the town. At the end of the day, I think there's a lot of genuine people. I think the people in power are like the powers that be here that like have the money and pull the strings. They obviously like don't support rap or whatever, and it kind of shows. But a lot of the people here like got my back.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool as long as you're getting like. I feel like there was that argument for years. Like I think one of the best rappers is like Jadakiss, and you're like, oh, you're local, like New York, but like that's always a line they throw at him. But who gives a shit? As long as you all, I'm a guy who like if you're lyrical, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't stop this shit. I'm like, dude, this guy. We'll like call each other and be like, yo, yeah. Pretty cool. I haven't been excited for an artist in a long time, as far as like a guy that came up, not just a guy we've seen on TV.
Yeah, for real, man. That's what's up. A lot of. Hey, y'all want to see something cool?
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, here. Let me crank up. Let me crank up the studio and this and that. Let me get everything situated. Let me crank up this sucker and this and that. All right, let me crank up the studio. All right, here. But yeah, man. So where are you guys from and all this and that?
We're from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, man. Y'all mentioned that. That's pretty interesting, man. So like, what all's going on around there, man?
Not a whole fucking lot.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah, we were doing a podcast of the same style with another kid for like, I don't know, 5 years. I moved down to South Carolina for a few years. We used to do it on Zoom. And then he got just a little weird. So we started out with Anthony. Anthony's awesome. It's like we just wanted it to be like a night out that we can go hang out and bust balls and
Every
that's
other
pretty much it. Like you were saying about the clicks, like sometimes like the people listen. Like I don't even know.
Usually it's every other Tuesday for us. Jesse usually chefs it up on the smoker. Whatever you like. This guy's a fucking magician on that thing.
Thank you.
He's got 17,000 smokers. So whatever you need, dude, he got you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, when you get older, it's hard to like put that night together. You can all hang out, and let alone every other week, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's why like people like Slapmaster like amaze me because like that dude is like working like full time at like a very very demanding job and physically demanding, and then he'll like work with me and like contact me like every day, and then he's like doing his graphic work and he's making beats and selling them, and you know then he's got a VST he made. It's about coming out, and I'm just like, man, like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like your work ethic and your ability to get stuff done needs to be studied, you know.
Yeah, he's ambitious, but that's good though.
Yeah,
You're hungry because you put out a lot of stuff.
yeah. It's like, man, like your just your whole deal needs to be studied, you know.
That's cool. Yeah, some people just have it more. And also helps when you don't have a family.
Yeah, and he does, dude. He does. He's
He
got,
does?
like,
Ah,
yeah, dude.
That's why he's pissed. His wife's so pissed.
Yeah, Slapmaster has like a little son and like a wife and everything, man.
Dang, he's a hustler though.
I'm out here with a dog hitting the snooze button.
Yeah, must be fucking nice, dude.
We went out about the Noah Ed shirts, all three of us.
Ah, thank y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
support
wore mine the other day, so I have to apologize. Mine's in the dirty clothes, but
No, it's all right. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's
Yo, we want to send you a hoodie though, for real. One of the mostly bullshit ones.
yeah, dude. Send it to me.
We'll have to grab you
Yeah,
out.
no problem.
Your info through text, you know.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
play
do it,
Secret
man.
Song
We'll
for
do it. We'll do it. And but that song is like it's pretty cool. It's like first little verse, but like it gets really intellectual because it's actually talking about like a woman during like half of that verse, but the woman is actually Appalachia. It's actually the land.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's like part of me is always with her. I never left. Like it's talking about a love interest, but it's actually the spirit of those mountains themselves.
I like that.
that's
Now,
deep.
where you're from, I'm sure that's like the culture, obviously, but do you have family members? Do you have like relatives or close friends that are they actually like Indian American? Is that right?
Oh,
Everybody's always gonna have if you say something wrong anyway.
Oh yeah. Like my dad
Native
okay,
American.
So yeah, I'm actually like Cherokee. You know, I got some Cherokee.
I was right.
Yeah. I actually got some Cherokee, and when I'm like really really skinny and healthy, you can really see it because like my cheekbones show and all that. But like I'm actually Cherokee. Like I think my dad's grandma was like full blooded or something, and then there's a little bit on my mother's side too. So I think for today's standards, because everything is just so watered down, I think I'm a decent amount for like today's standards.
That's cool.
Just today's standards. Like,
Well, you could definitely tell like the love for it in your music. That's why I had to ask.
Yeah.
But we have like, oh, do you think so? But yeah, it's really cool. You can definitely tell like where you're from. And a lot of rap music or any music is represented by the home that you come from. What is it? You're not where you live from. It's where you pay rent.
yeah. That's what's up, man. For real. But yeah, and also my my a lot of my cousins, they'll stay in like North Carolina too. So as far as family goes,
Yeah. What was one of your songs or one of the albums was it Asheville? Asheville was it?
yeah. I actually did a lot of growing up, and it's kind of like the Asheville area. It's kind of like Black Mountain, Swananoa, O-Teen, 04, like. It's kind of like a collective. It's kind of like, when you say Asheville, like the surrounding area.
No. So I moved down. I lived in Charleston for a couple of years and ran a bar down there. But my
Yeah.
family moved to Asheville afterwards, and we went to I've only been to one wedding there, but it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, Asheville's amazing, dude.
but it's like beautiful mountains. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's got its own things. Like I love it, point blank period. But see, a lot of people with a lot of money will like move there and they'll start developing it and they'll start doing all this stuff and that they'll raise like property taxes and they'll like raise how much rent costs because like the wealthy people own all the houses. And it's kind of like you can get priced out of paradise like very, very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
it is up here.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
went
you just-
way.
Everything's like that. But yeah, more so places that are beautiful are on the coast. Like when I
Yeah.
moved down to Charleston, it was like very cheap. And the minute I moved away from there, it was like it was flooded with. I probably only met 3 people that were actually from Charleston, South Carolina when I lived there.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody came from like somewhere else or something. But I moved to Asheville when I was like 11 or 12. So it's kind of like, but I was always like in it. Like, in other words, like, so my parents' denomination, First Christian Disciples of Christ, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But anyways, the denomination has like a retreat called Christ Mount in like Black Mountain, which is like right outside of Asheville.
Okay.
So I grew up going to that retreat a lot. So I always was like aware and around Asheville. And then my mother officially moved there when I was like 12. So because of my involvement, even as like a young child, it's kind of like a big time hometown for me.
Yeah, you can definitely tell when somebody's from like an outside area that you haven't heard before. When I lived in Charleston and like that area, the rappers that the friends played in like the kitchen and stuff, they were totally different style. So like when you grow up in certain areas, like Bone Thugs from like Cleveland or something, they obviously sound like they're totally. You can see where they're from, just the way they like act and spit.
Yeah, but like, I love like I'm kind of like one of the first rappers to really like put Appalachia on my back. Like there are some others that may mention the mountains or mention the area, but like as far as like I represent this place,
Yeah.
I'm like one of the first or something.
I've never heard anybody but you ever.
No, not Appalachia.
Yeah, I'm like the first. But I think that's really, really special, man. I think that's but a year from now there's gonna be 10 more of them. You know what I'm saying? Like well, you got to understand, like, there's going to be a lot of people, especially from that area, that are like, oh, man, Noah's doing well, so maybe we should, like, do what he's doing. Like, it is what it is,
Yeah, of course. Hey, you're gonna have a bunch of biters. There's only one real one.
Yeah, well, as far as I think, it's imitation is like the highest form of flattery. I really believe that. So
Absolutely.
if we have 10 more rappers representing Appalachia, like I'm going to be really, really excited that we have that representation. Number one, I'm going to be excited and happy, and number two, like I'm always going to like on the download be like, yeah, I was number one, y'all. So. Like it is what it is,
Yeah, you gotta have that competition. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, but I really love it to see other people step out. It's gonna be really good.
That's cool. So what are some of your like when you were growing up? So the name Noah Edge, did it come from, was it I always thought it was like from a wrestler, possibly?
Nah, it's my legal name.
Really? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like it's Edge is like Noah David Edge. That's my legal name at
Stop
birth.
it.
The government name.
That's my government name.
Really? Oh my god, my name's Chuck.
Yeah. I was like, I use my government name to rap,
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I thought there was some guy in a spandex somewhere that was like, yeah, that's my man. What was when you were growing up, who was some of like the hip hop guys or country or any other stuff that you really looked up to?
Well, I mean, it was like Lil Wayne was always a big one. You got like Eminem, the really good. Even 50 Cent when he would like rap a lot.
Got to be around the same age as us. How old are you?
I'm 37.
Yeah, I'm 38.
36.
On one of the songs that you rap about all the different stones, I can't think of the name of the song off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's like Precious or whatnot.
Yeah, it is Precious. And you reminded me of kind of like Master Ace would do that. Like he would do everything of like detergent or soda pop or something in songs, which is like kind of like a challenge, or like you get to the level and this is the song I'm gonna do, which is really cool.
Yeah, which I'm really excited for. So like I'm actually in the process of like making a custom ring, and I'm like really excited for it.
Jesse made chains and stuff.
Yeah.
Moissanite.
Yeah. So like, I'm in the process of getting. So anyway, there's this website I go to a lot that has like a lot of like natural gemstones and stuff. Because I'm like big into that stuff. I like that stuff. So I like collect gemstones or
That
something.
sounds pretty Appalachian.
Yeah, I collect gemstones. So it's like so anyway, so I bought like it's like a 1 carat ruby from like Tanzania or whatever, and it's like got no enhancements, no treatment. I got 2 sapphires with no treatment. I got a alexandrite. Y'all know about alexandrite?
No, it sounds like a stripper's name.
Okay, well, I know, dude. I'm boring the viewers. The viewers are like,
No. I want to know what it is.
the viewers are all gonna like fast forward. But anyways, no, like, so alexandrite is like a stone that's worth like way more than diamonds. It's like worth a lot of money. And, like alexandrite, it like is like besides like perhiba tourmaline, it's like it's worth crazy amounts of money. And the cool thing about it is it's only found in like certain places, like a little bit of Sri Lanka and like Russia, right? So like the cool thing about it is it changes color with the lighting you use. Yeah, it changes color. So like use like incandescent lighting. It's like you use like a light from a light bulb, it'll be a certain color. In the sunlight, it'll be a totally different color.
That's a different rock.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it'll be like totally different color. So and the color change amount is what dictates its worth. So like the ones I got 2 of them. They're really high quality, and they go from like green to purple. So they're really good color change.
That's dope.
I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, Alexandrite. Look it up, man.
That's the next song.
Yeah. So anyway, so I took that hobby and I wrote the song "Precious," and I was
cool.
like, it's all about the stones.
Is that the one where you say you gotta add pressure to it to make a diamond?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. It's like the whole song. I'm talking about like precious stones or something.
Yeah. We like sometimes we'll play. So at the end of the pod, we all pick a song, and we'll play a song because we don't have that many viewers. We never get tagged for it. Then we just pretty much will go out and like have a snack. We sound like little kids in school. And just like bust balls. And a couple nights ago, we just sat there for like almost an hour and a half, 2 hours, smoked the joint, and we were all geeking out. We were just playing these songs back to
back. That's what's up, man. I really appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, honestly, because when I was writing this stuff, you always have that hope that something will come from it. But I couldn't imagine the feeling I'd get when like, a million people have heard your song or a snippet of it from a reel, and it's like, wow,
Well, some of your songs are like very emotional and like there's a message in it too. Not like obviously everybody says there's a message in every song, but some of you're flexing like your style and skill. But then there's some of the songs that you put like your heart on your sleeve for sure.
Yeah. I think you got to be like really dynamic, or you got to. As an artist, if I'm gonna be honest with you, man, as an artist, like, doing what's hot only works while it's hot.
Yep.
Like you gotta be malleable. It's like what I tell people, like a lot of labels and stuff will be like in talks with me or working with me or whatever with me. And it's like, you gotta like be original and be like yourself and not give away your like not necessarily give away your license for creativity, but at the same time, I mean, you got to be malleable. Like you got to be able to learn stuff, and you got to be able to be a team player. You got to understand, man. These labels are like giving you a bunch of money, so it's kind of like, dude, like you need to like understand where they're coming from, and also not sell out your own style while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're one of the only people that probably this new age that's coming up aren't doing that anymore. It's not, the music isn't the same as far as like the new kids coming up. You can look at some people and they are really good, but it's just like one hit wonders or like, a lot of stuff that you can't even understand the words in it.
Yeah. I think that's definitely an issue. I mean, so, I think, that stuff where you can't understand the words and it's like just flow. It's kind of like on songs where like especially in a lot of ladies songs, which are really good, or like females singing, it'd be like they get melodic with their voice and all that. It's kind of like when you're just having a melody with your voice and the sound of your voice, but they're like using words and a cadence. So it sounds really really cool and on beat, but nobody knows what they're saying.
And then there is guys that you actually think that aren't that good. And if you listen to them like a bunch of times, like I like the super lyrical people like a Royce the 5'9". You want to listen to the verse 3 or 4 times to actually get what he's saying. But like a guy I hated on for a long time was like Young Thug, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, he's like he just I don't know what happened in my life at that point. It suddenly it clicked. I was like, actually, he's really good, but his voice never sounded like that to me before that. So sometimes it's just the point in your journey.
Yeah, I think it really is. I think a lot of my music comes from a place of healing sometimes. So I think a lot of people kind of empathize or like understand with it. I think being a disabled artist, like I am, I think that's really interesting because I'm able to like empathize and understand with things and like represent an entire demographic of people, like as in like being like being able to be successful with problems or be successful with the handicap. And I think it's really good. I think people are like, he did it, so if I really really buckle down, I could have an opportunity too.
Yeah, man. I mean,
That's inspiring.
that wasn't even that really wasn't even a question we had in it because you just have like gone past that level anyway. Like your music's so really good that it's not a thought.
Yeah. So like, I just tell everybody, so the viewers, a lot of people, most people know, but if you don't, I have schizoaffective bipolar type, which is schizophrenia and bipolar at the same time. I have anxiety, PTSD, and some doctors believe I am autistic. So it's kind of like, having these issues and being on like 10 medications every day. I think I definitely stand up for like a group of people, and I'm like, no matter what you got going on, no matter what is going on with you, you can do amazing things. Like it is what it is.
Hmm.
And it's cool that you're humble and you're like very like nice. It's like it's not cool to be nice anymore for some reason. Like
Yeah.
people like I just don't understand it.
Well, I kind of look at it differently. It's kind of like, if your whole like demeanor or like the whole thing about you is being disrespectful, it's kind of like where's like the authenticity or like deepness in what you're representing. It's just a bunch of disrespect all the time. So it's kind of like what is the value of what how you interact with people? What's the value of it?
Now, do your medication does it say Big Salami as the name on it?
Yeah, it says big salami. Yeah.
I died. That's like one of my favorite lines. That whole song is fire.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one a lot.
It's cool. It's cool. It's like because I just feel like we're all like the guys that are like, oh yeah, Big Salami. Like I really don't have a big one.
Yeah, big
Did that for the
salami.
song.
Yeah, it's I really,
Your
I really
song.
love the song.
I'm so sorry, God.
No, you go ahead, man.
I was just saying it's like really cool to have that breath of fresh air that you can have like fun and music. Like you're popping off so much stuff that like yes, you have the stuff that you're trying to be serious in, but you also have time to do like songs that are making people laugh. Like one of my favorite artists is Cameron. He's lyrical, but like he always makes me laugh in a song, and it's appealing that you can flex that muscle, and it shows how good of a writer that you are.
Yeah. Shout out to Good Talk. All my friends at Good Talk. That I believe Cameron is signed to Good Talk Records.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that he was on that podcast over there, right?
Yeah. I feel like now you just watch so many podcasts, they all blend into each other.
Yeah. You guys seen Good Talk?
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
see
Yeah.
Yeah, you see my episode on it.
Oh, yeah. I seen the Nem. We were dying when the Nems thing came out.
Oh yeah, for real.
He seems like he seems like he'd be actually like a nice guy.
Yeah, I think Nims is like really really cool. I think
His journey was crazy too. So
yeah, I think he's really really cool. He's a really really cool fella. I hung out with him this and that because after we got done with the show, we just have downtime. We can talk with each other, whatever. And he's like really, really chill. And it was actually after the show, they're like, hey, get Nims to like joke you or whatever. It'd be like a great video. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it, you know? It's like Snoop Dogg and Peter Griffin had a kid, you know. But I was totally in on the joke. Like a lot of people,
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
Of course.
a lot of people get weirded out, like I'm getting made fun of or bullied, and I'm like, y'all are crazy. I was in
No.
on it. We're having a good time, you know.
So was that beef with what's his face? Was that a bit?
I've never beefed with anybody, and it was a joke.
Yeah, I figured. 'Cause that's what his stuff is. That's cool though.
Yeah, I think you know there's some things you can have fun with, but
Hell
like
yeah.
if you're having a beef, like those things are really, really serious. Like I think they can escalate and be super, super serious. So I think that there's really not room for artists to fake beef. I think that's crazy.
Well, and I think sometimes that people
like
go
that.
over the top because I like when people like flex like lyrically at each other, which
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
cool. Like people forget the fun in that was there in music a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it's fun to like do that, but you know, it's kind of like the thing with me and Starsy. It's kind of like, you know, like yeah, you know, it's just weird. It's like, you know, like the situation he put me in, and I'm just like, man, dude, like he's trying to get over. Like I need to like say something, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool though how that night you dropped the disc. My Jesse hit me. I was like, "Yo, did you see that?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked it.
it's just supposed to be comical and fun,
Yeah.
but like,
He's pissed.
yeah,
But
what Starsy
Comical
did,
Fun is still a little. It's still like
You
yeah,
still want to be competitive.
yeah. Did you do y'all know what he actually did though?
No.
Okay, like, look, so because I think it's good that people are aware of what actually happened, but
Yeah, please.
anyway, yeah, I want to tell all the viewers and tell everybody. So it's so like, anyway, so I worked with him before in a song called "Bounce It," and it was a really, really good song, and it was pretty fun working with him. But like, there was quality issues because like my producer, who's you know Slapmaster, who's like literally a musical genius, like literally, is like, hey, he's recording on his phone, so like I gotta salvage this as best I can and make a song. But you can tell he's like recording on his phone, so it's kind of like the quality's already like taking a hard hit from the get go. So so then it's like okay, and then like a year goes by or whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'd like to work with Starsy again. Like that'd be a lot of fun, you know. It'd be just for old times, kind of. It'd be fun, you know. So I hit him up, and he wants like $300 to do this song. And last time he wanted like 200, but like so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, he may want 300 because he's doing his thing.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
bought a mic
doing his thing in his career or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and give it to him, whatever. So I gave it to him, and he said I'll send you a verse, right? So he sent the verse, but he was rapping. I don't remember exactly, but he was rapping on a tempo of like 120 or something, right? But the tempo of the song was like 155. So basically, he hit record and just started rapping randomly.
No matter what was there.
Yeah. So and we got to make a song out of this. Like we can't have trash. So he basically just started rapping randomly, and it wasn't on beat, and it wasn't lining up, and it just wasn't a correct verse in any way. So I brought it to his attention, and he's like, "Oh, I'll fix it or whatever." Time goes by. He asked me for like, it was like stupid. He asked me for like $15 or $20 or something like that.
What?
Yeah. He wanted like some extra money to like even fix his mistake. And I'm like, dude, I give you $300 to do this correctly. Now you want,
an extra $15.
now you want like 15 or 20 or whatever dollars you're asking for, So I gave it to him because I'm already $300 in. So it's like, all right, like,
Fuck it.
so I gave it to him, and then he sent me a song, but it was on another beat that was different than the beat.
He's like recording on a Nextel.
It wasn't even your beat.
No, it wasn't even my beat.
Damn.
Which brings other problems. The other problems are like, who owns rights to this
So that
beat?
yeah.
Right.
Who do I owe, publishing to for this beat? what are the rules with distributing this beat?
Sheesh.
What are the licensing agreements on this
He's
beat?
like, dude, I just want $20.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's like so he did that, and then I talked to him a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, dude, just keep the money. I'm like, this is crazy.
Jesus.
So then I did the diss track.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really? So you came with the first?
Yeah. So
Hell
but
yeah.
but
That's
it's really
awesome.
crazy. It's really crazy, man, because like it was really crazy because in this industry when you're working with other people you need to be at least somewhat professional. It's crazy, man. Like
Yeah,
like
that's-
Come
you
back
could
on
just
someone else's beat.
you could just act like that and be nuts. It's like, man, like come on.
I'm sure there's a bunch of weird
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
that
there's
try
a
to.
lot of them that are nut. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe he's asking for an extra.
I'm sure it gets a little interesting, but
Sheesh.
It gets really, really crazy, man, because at the end of the day we're all professionals. Excuse me, at the end of the day we're all professionals trying to have professional careers in the music industry. So when people come with stuff like that, it's like, dude, like, not only are you giving me a problem and you're wasting my money, but now everyone else is going to be like blackballing you and not paying you because of my experience.
those videos are a little risque.
That's
Too.
crazy. It's really crazy.
They're
Like his
funny, like
stuff.
they're comedy, but like it's the same video like 45 times. Like, yeah, dude, we got it.
Yeah. At least with my little funny videos, I got different edits involved.
Right. Good question though. Do you have a girl with a shitter on a critter over there for the video?
I think I was able. It's kind of interesting because I don't want to tell people I got it because well, no, like that video got like 250,000 views and everybody's
Damn.
freaking. But of me like doing a
Shitter on a critter.
of me like doing a casting call or whatever. But I have 3 girls that are going to show up during that time, and they're really, really nice people. They're friends of mine. They all have boyfriends, so it ain't gonna be crazy. And and they're gonna show up, and we're gonna have a professional video shoot, and it's gonna be a really good time. But at the same time, if other girls are interested or whatever, they can.
Pile on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. They
Don't
can
want to
pile
wear
on.
basketball shorts.
Yeah, they can pile on in because it's like, because it's like we may need extras and we may need scenes with other people.
Big dump is all around. baby.
Video I haven't seen, the more ass, the better.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, we grew up on the tip trill video.
Yeah.
Dude, we're super big fans. We can't wait to see like what comes next. If you had to give a message out to anybody that hasn't listened to your music, just what you're about and what your message is, what would it be?
If I wanted to tell somebody about it, that's a very interesting question. I think what I would tell people that have never heard my music is I would say, it's an expression of a person that has definitely been through a lot, but it still has the fun of a person that's done a lot of healing. And especially if you may have any type of disability or you may feel any type of way different, I think you can find a place where you can fit very, very easily inside of not just the music itself, but also my community, pile on in.
Hello, baby.
Yeah.
We're super happy to have you on the pod. I hope we can do it again. We can't wait to see what comes down the pipe for you next and your success. I can't tell you how polite you are and nice you are, especially going into the Christmas season when there's a bunch of stuff going on, man. We need more people like you. And thank you for coming on and pile on in.
Yeah, I just want to tell you just real fast. Like, I think a lot of artists that have that attitude where they're like all entitled and they're rude and they're pushy and they don't have any patience and all that. I think like at the end of the day, man, when people are interviewing you, that's a platform. That is another platform, and you're getting more viewers and you're getting things from it. So I think it's not going to kill you to be patient and be respectful with people that are at the end of the day going to help your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And you want to go for that long walk. You just don't want to have that first little pop, like off of something stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you for being on. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you for being part of the
Yeah,
Mostly
we-
Bullshit
we-
family,
we
and we're gonna have you again.
Absolutely.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
for
you,
real.
man.
Have me again, guys. Peace out.
Yo, peace,
Yeah.
man. Thank you so much.
Later.
Yep.